video, I'm going to show you a typical Saturday night in Bangkok, a late Saturday night, midnight meet. What we're going to do is we're going to head out. We're actually heading out in Con Ern's Toyota 86. Anyway, we're going to head to the rest area in Thai Watsadu. This is a highway services just past the toll gate, and it's where everyone comes to hang out on a Saturday night. So we're going to go there, drop in, check it out, see what's going on, and then we're heading up to a midnight meet over in Nonthaburi in a Thai Watsadu car park. And I'm just going to spin because we actually have another car with us, this yellow Evo that looks absolutely epic. They're just spinning past there. Thai Watsadu, it's kind of like the big DIY chain. So big crude stores with a big car park outside. Pretty basic, great for a kind of underground style car meet. So I'm going to head there. So this video, I'm going to show you what the car scene is like at the weekend in Bangkok, starting at 9 o'clock, and hopefully we're going to be finished about 12 o'clock. Let's see what we can show you. So now we're arriving at the rest area, which is what they call a highway service station over here. And it's just a couple of 100 meters after the toll plaza. And as we pull in, the first car we see is a 211. This is promising. This looks like it's going to be an interesting Saturday night. Okay, we haven't got a lot of time here. We're going to stop about an hour and we need to eat. So I'm just going to whiz around, just pick out a few random cars that are here right now. R30 Skyline. But if I take you around the side, we've got absolutely period, bang on correct Hoshino racing wheels. Couldn't get any more better, perfect than that, in white with the decals. He also rocks the Cars and Coffee events. It's got Recaro seats on it. I would take you round the front. This guy is equipped for Saturday night. There is no sign of a Thai plate there, and he's got the Japanese plate in the window. And then we have the Itasha thing going on. We've got this Civic here, and we've got a City there, and these boys are absolutely wrapped up and pumped up. That wrap is absolutely full on, but if you can see, it's actually got a wide body kit on it. It's got work wheels, big Brembos on it, discs and bells, and it's got JS carbon splitter on the front here, which pretty neatly wraps in to these carbon dive plates. The whole thing wraps around. This has got kind of big ribs on it. Quite a sophisticated front end. He's got a carbon bonnet and it's vented there as well. Looks pretty cool. And then we've got this whole city thing going on with a lot of info there. I don't really follow Itasha scene, so I don't know the full works, but he's got carbon C-pillar trim there. I'm just going to look around the back of this because he's got a big carbon wing on the back. It's got another wing here with some interesting profiles. And then on the back here, it's got a carbon diffuser, a lot going on there. Now here we have an MX-5 NC with a pretty neat boot spoiler on it. And I like down the side here, he's got big BBS running on that, got a Suzuka circuit sticker and saved the manuals. And in fact, we had a look inside and this is manual. That's a pretty neat car, quite an older car now, but it looks absolutely the part. And here is a pretty nice Impreza with a big kit on it. It's got a big towing eye here, and you can see this carbon section in the middle of the diffuser. Big wing with a carbon on it, really nicely done, quite loud in white. And if we look around the front, he's got a lot of carbon vents going on and carbon bonnet pulls on it. And again, in this front here, we've got the whole intercooler there, carbon section in the middle. So we've got a Supra Mark IV here on Volk racing wheels, Brembos. It's got a flip-up steering wheel. It's got a big tailgate spoiler. But I want to take you over here to look at this Wagon-R because these are pretty cool. We've got a K car here tonight. The whole scene is represented. The Wagon-R, like the performance version, you can see it's got a big vent in the bonnet. It's got all these honeycomb mesh grills here. And look at these spotlights. They must be like 3 centimeters across. They are absolutely tiny. Big headlight though. Then if we go down the side, it's got these big mirrors like off a bus, that very JDM spec. It's got monsoon screens there. And then if you look on the back, what I really like is this ladder. If you want to climb on the roof, you are well equipped. And this ladder actually, it's got a sticker on it, a Japanese sticker, so we're full JDM spec here, 75 kilos. Well, I'm about 72, 73 kilos, so I should be able to just about make it up that ladder. Then over here, we've got a pretty complex back box, and then it actually got steel wheels with wheel trims. In Thailand, it is pretty rare to see steel wheels, and I got a few trims like this extra piece going on there. And here is a Corona, absolutely in perfect condition. And this guy does the history thing. He's got the Palace sticker on there, and he's been to Cars and Coffee in Chiang Mai. But what I like about this Corona, apart from the fact it's really nicely done, it looks like it's been really restored, and the interior is in beautiful condition. He's also running on Real wheels, which are pretty rare in Thailand, pretty rare everywhere, to be honest. That is absolutely nice. The interior is perfect. Quite rare to see something like a classic Corona with that in that sort of condition. Just stand back and have a look at that. I see the slogan, life is too short to drive boring cars, but this guy has actually got a hanging office door handle, and on the roof he's got a tiny bike on a mag-mounted frame, but it's got no pedals or anything like that, removed before flight. This guy has got a sense of humour and a pretty nicely kitted out Mazda 3 as well. He's a pretty nicely finished EG in a metallic bronze colour with a carbon splitter on the front, and you can see he's got Recaro seats inside. It's got carbon door mirrors and a carbon tailgate spoiler. That car, it's been done pretty nicely, and it's actually got the seat harnesses tied down to the strut brace in the back of the car, so he's not going to be taking any passengers with him when he's driving if he wants to put his belt on. A big bore exhaust and a towing eye in the middle. That's quite nice. It can't really quite work the colour shade out exactly in the dark, but that looks pretty good. And then if you're coming to hang out at the rest area, there is loads of food. There are all kind of like your favourites in the West, like KFC, Burger King down the end, Starbucks is here, all those usual places. And there are also Thai food places, there's like pop-up food places. There's so much food here, you ain't gonna go hungry if you come and hang out. So that's my look at the rest area. We've got to move on now because we've got a midnight meet coming up, and there's just loads more cars here. I mean, look at this Civic here, Mugen, Bits, all sorts of things going on. We've picked up this Evo, which we're going with, which has also been on one of my videos in Cars and Coffee Korat. I mean, just stop 1 second, get a mouthful of fumes, but that sounds really nice. That Evo, it's been on some of my videos, like I say, came up to Korat. Now we're gonna move on. We've got to head on up, find this meet, which is out the other side of Bangkok. A lot of cars here, Preludes, Mercedes. We followed that yellow Evo right over there. Meeting is absolutely packed, and the first problem we had was trying to find parking spaces for 2 Evos and an 86. Anyway, the first job is over and this place is absolutely rammed. And the first car I see is this EG, which I've seen before at Honda Fest last year, I think, for one place. I really like this. It's got a kind of like a matte wrap on it. It's a little bit rough and ready around the edges in the daylight, but at night in the dark, with all this wrap and all this livery going on. And I really like the way people spray like Honda Racing on the tyre walls in huge, and that is absolutely jacked right down. I'll take you around the front and look at that. That is squeezed in tight, and he's got dive plates as well. And then right behind this EG, we've got an EK and another EG in the M&M's wrap, and I absolutely love this livery. This is one of my favourite liveries of the year. We've got something going on here, Care Bears. I'm not sure the full story. Yellow and white livery, white wheels. This is absolutely bang on as well. This Gallant, you can see it's got the MMC on it, VR4, 4-wheel drive, rally bred car. And if I take you round the side, you can see it's running on white NK wheels, AP Racing calipers. And what I really like about these cars is the tune by AMG. So straight from one Rally Gallant to Mad Max's Gallant. This looks like it's right out of a Mad Max movie set, and I absolutely love this. And starting here, these on the side are absolutely amazing. He's got a Dakar sticker on it, a horn there. There are so many things going on in this car. We've got Bob Marley. We're going to get the full set on this car. Transformers, we've got an American flag. And look at this, the way he's put these covers over the headlights, and in fact they look like they've been screwed in a long time, so he doesn't drive at night or use lights much. He's got spotlights on it, towing eye, little spoiler on the front, these wing mounts, and again down this side he's got these, and I absolutely love that. On the roof rack he's got so many spotlights and air horns, it's unbelievable. Got a whole Japanese flag going on there, and then these arches actually are steel because I noticed the rust. He's got proper decent 13-inch wheels with 205 60s on it, and a big pair of four Bodacias there. Bullet holes, more bullet holes, US Air Force, Thai flag that's a little bit on the worn side, a shovel. Absolutely love this. For me, this is what it's all about. And I got an exhaust exit that comes right across the car. Army Transport Engineering School. Man, you could walk around this car for an hour and not run out of looking at the details on it. And we got Vin Diesel driving it as well. Man, this is absolutely what it's all about on a Saturday night. And here is the superstar of Malaysia. The two superstars of Malaysia, the noisiest people in Thailand and now in Malaysia. This car I have seen very recently in my video of Joey's V12 at N Garage. This Cressida with a K-swap. They bowled me over, and here is the owner there. This is kind of underground style. This is Saturday, this is midnight. Well, it's 11:30 now. We're coming up to midnight. This is full on. I just stand here and show you. We've got cars absolutely jammed in on all sides. Brapping going on everywhere. And we have race cars as well. This car, built by Rotary Revolution, it races in the PT Racing Series. On a Saturday night, people rock out and they bring their race car to the car meet. Here we have the Rotary Revolution badges. This is what it's about. Then we've got an absolutely mint A31. And then another one, this A31, I actually did a whole video on this recently. It's an A31 given the famous Atomica styling. It's got a big carbon wing on it. You can see this wide body, and you can see how he's turned it coupe style with these C-pillar covers that stretch out and give it that whole Atomica R30 look. Then straight away we have another PT Racing Series, this Mercedes as well, which I think I saw at the Songklass Street Race last year. Absolutely amazing and absolutely not original at all. SW20, Del Sol, Evo, another A31, A31 here, another SW20, and that's kind of what this night is about. It's loads of stuff jammed in, people jammed in everywhere. This is a Saturday underground meet. I'm just going to take you around, look at some of the cars, because this is one of the big stars of Retro Havoc 2024. It had the lights on the roof, but you can actually see here we've got Retro Havoc participant N868. This car has done 1,500 kilometers down to KL and back again just a couple of weeks ago. It's got a V8 swap in it and it's absolutely mental. And here we have a really, really nice clean Type R FD conversion. Absolutely beautiful. And then just look at the quality in there. And on a Saturday night, you've got US plates. So tonight I've actually got Kunern here to also say a few things, add a bit of knowledge to while we're going around looking at the cars.
So you think this car is a Toyota Chaser? Well, think again. This is actually a face of Toyota Mark II, as you can see in the back. So this is not Chaser. Chaser is supposed to have two round lights. This one instead, it got a long tail lights. So this can define as a Toyota Mark II. Here is the rare car, the WRC Impreza. It's got the wide WRC fenders all around the car, as well as the aerodynamic carbon fiber mirrors and big, massive rear wings.
This is another race car out on a Saturday night. This is an RX-7 built as a pure race machine by Rotary Revolution over in Nut, where I used to live. It's a beautiful machine and it's been in action in the PT Racing Series in the Siam GT class. Absolutely fantastic. It's got some nice carbon fiber details like this rear wing and this rear lip as well. Got diffuser on the back and you can see a lot of wide body. In fact, carbon light bezels on the back end. And then next door, we've got an R8 and what can you say about that? They've deleted the whole back end, customize it with new coolers, different exhaust. It's starting to become quite popular to drop the whole back end off the R8. And this has got a Rocket Bunny style kit and it is right down on end, these big massive split rim RSV wheels. That looks really, really nice. Big carbon panel here, whole R8 thing going on, but I like this RX-7. I love the Rotary Revolution race cars. And here we have an RX-8 wide body, which looks great. It's got like a stepped front splitter in carbon, which looks good. The grille is actually carbon. In fact, now I look, a lot of details have been done in carbon. And this big Rocket Bunny kit looks really good. The RX-8, I think, really suits putting the Rocket Bunny kits on it. Now we have some backfire. And here is Stance Mania's W123 build, a car I really like. I see it an awful lot. I talk about it an awful lot, but it's always worth talking about. Again.
This might look like Evo 4 in the front, but this Evo got a two-door, so it's a coupe. It's actually a Mitsubishi Mirage, that they call it, and then this guy transferred all the Evo body parts into this car. So it looks exactly like an Evo 4 coupe, which never exists. And this one is a Mitsubishi Colt for the second generation. You can see the rear got pretty strange looking in the back. Small two lights.
We've actually got two of these Evo wannabe two doors, but this one has got Hello Kitty brakes on it. I have never seen that before in my life. I'm just going to try and put my phone in there so you can actually see the Hello Kitty.
Ting Ting. T-I-N-G, T-I-N-G. Liquid moly ค่ะ are made in Germany 100%.
This is US style Honda Civic FD. But look like we've seen this car before as a Honda Fest at the Pattaya last time. It got roll cage inside, white wheels to complete the look, the car with a good stance, and an SI badge to finish.
And here we have an Elise with a Rocket Bunny style kit on it, and a lot of carbon fiber, big carbon fiber splitter on the front. You can see carbon fiber on the bonnet, and its dash looks like it's been done in carbon as well. This Starlet Turbo is absolutely spot on. It looks mostly original. I love this light that goes through the middle. It's got the vent in the bonnet. That's got a carbon lip spoiler across the front. And a big roll roof as well. Really, really nice. It's got the double spoiler on the boot which is useful for your Coke as well. That's a very, very nice, and you can see the big Turbo S across it and the Starlet in the font that they use for this car. It's really nice, that. There's actually a couple of American cars here, and you don't very often see the big American cars at a car meet on a Saturday night. And this is a Challenger RT, and you can see inside the engine bay is absolutely beautiful. And next door we have the 350Z with the Superleggera body kit, and this car, I see it out and about at 1 or 2 events, and I like this kit quite a lot, to be honest. I just walk around this guy here, famous man in the media here. This 350Z kit, very, very nice, this Superleggera kit. I think it does a lot for the 350, but the main part for me is the back end, the way this comes out. And in fact, to go straight back to this Challenger, it is running on steel wheels with big American sized tires. We need to be out of here. It is time that we went home. It's time to be out of here. So that's it. We've done 2 meets. We've done the rest area and we've done a midnight meet in a Thai Watsadu car park in Nonthaburi. We're done. We're out of here. So that's it. We're heading back across the city, going home. So hopefully on this video, you've got an idea of a Saturday night in Bangkok. Down the rest area, loads of cars, loads of people hanging out every Friday, every Saturday night. If you head there, you'll meet Bangkok car culture, and then over to a midnight meet, all cramped into the Thai Watsadu car park. And that's it. Saturday night in Bangkok goes something like the last 15-20 minutes of my video.